Now, a 56-year-old woman has become the slowest person to swim the English Channel after being pushed more than 40 miles off course by the tides. Well, Jackie Cobell took 28 hours and 44 minutes to complete it, smashing the previous record by 2 hours that stood for 80 years. Well, she's with David Bowden at her home in Tunbridge now. David, I'm guessing she's pretty tired.
She's pretty tired, and you can see why it took her so long. She's got a 15-metre pool to practice in instead of the sea. I'm joking. Listen, let's talk to Jackie. This was an epic swim of all epic swims. Did you ever think, I'm not going to make it?
Not really. I think the worst time came when my arm packed up. You know, I felt this ripping sensation, gristle, and I just couldn't lift my arm up after that. I said to Tanya, my coach, you know, I don't know what to do. I don't think I can swim anymore. And she said, nonsense, she said. Take some paracetamols and that'll sort you out. So I had some paracetamol.
Well, just a sec, how on earth do you take paracetamol while swimming with one arm? How does that work?
Well, they're handed out on a piece of string in a cup. You know, I missed the first couple, but I managed to get the next couple down. But unbeknownst to me, she was putting the paracetamols in my drinks thereafter. So I think that helped a lot with the pain.
All right, so you're battling on. At what point did you realise this is not going quite to plan?
I kept seeing landmarks and I thought I'll be coming in soon, another half an hour, you know, I'll give it that final push and I'll be in. But it just didn't happen, it really did, and I just kept another landmark and the same thing happened, and it just, you know, the last sort of like 3-4 hours was just terrible, absolutely terrible, because I think when you're trying to get in at France, you've got that terrific tide, and that's when you need, you know, the most strength and stamina. And by that time, I think I'd more or less expleted everything, you know. But Tanya gave me some more drinks, you know, have some more of this highly calorific energy drink, and it did actually make a lot of difference. So,
but we were chatting earlier, even getting there in the longest time ever was fraught with all kinds of dangers. Tell us what you came across or nearly missed.
Well, when you get to the separation zone, you know, come across all sorts of nasties, you know, big blankets of seaweed, and there was the jellyfish, and luckily, you know, I missed a couple of really big ones. I think if I'd have swum into this one that was the size of a sofa, that might have been the end of it. But I had this little seagull following me for, you know, half a mile.
And what about this super tanker that nearly rammed you?
No, I looked up and it felt as if it was right on top of us, and we had to slow down. You know, he didn't change course, you know, but that was frightening, and so was the after wave. I'm
not sure it's part of the course for driving a massive super tanker. Avoid lady swimming.
Yes.
We've got to go in a second. Time is against us, as it was with you.
Yes.
Why aren't you packing this in forever? You've got another project, haven't you?
Oh, yes, I've got to train for Alcatraz next year. And, it's not a long course, it's only 2 miles long, but you've got to be a bit quick, otherwise the sharks will be snapping at your heels. So I hope to do that next year, and it's a good excuse to go to America.
Yeah, other excuses to go to America are it's a nice holiday destination, it's sunny in Florida and California, you don't need to swim, Sam.
David, you fancy joining Alcatraz, the sharks? Sounds tempting. Not as tempting as that pool, though. Well done, Jane. Jackie, thanks very much.